Are you a doctor and want to move to Finland? It's a perfect destination for foreign doctors and they need skilled doctors as well. Finland has one of the world's best and highest healthcare system and their economy grows yearly. Watch this video till the end to learn how to become a doctor in Finland. Hey everyone, I'm Behnam from the Visa Library. This channel gives visa information and the latest news and updates. First things first, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell and download the free cheat sheet my team has prepared from the link in the description. You should also follow us on Instagram and Facebook to get the latest visa news and updates. Now, let's begin. Before anything else, let me ask you this question. What are the requirements to become a doctor in Finland? They vary by your nationality and the country you got your degree from, but this is a general list of the requirements. The first one is language proficiency certificate. You need a Swedish or Finnish language proficiency certificate to work as a doctor in Finland. The language requirement is up to your nationality, but the general one is as follows: Civil Service Language Proficiency Certificate, National Certificate of Language Proficiency. There are some cases that exempt you from a language fluency certificate. I'll cover them while explaining the procedure you must follow. The second requirement is an educational certificate from an approved university. You must have a medical degree from an approved university. The procedure you must follow is different for EU and non-EU nationals, but a medical degree is needed to work as a doctor in Finland. Also, you must get your degree verified by the authority that issued it. The third requirement is getting a license to practice medicine in your home country. You have to be a licensed doctor in your home country or a foreign one. The Finnish authorities require you to submit the licensing document and send them for recognition. The center or organization that has issued your license must verify it as well. The fourth requirement is to complete the recognition with Valvira. You need to send your documents to Valvira for recognition and approval. Then you must complete the procedure with them. Don't worry, I'll cover all of it a bit later. Now let's get to the procedure you must follow. If you got your degree from outside of Finland, you need to send your degree and documents to Finland officials for recognition. You must send them all of your documents and if they approve them, you can work as a doctor. There are two cases here. 1. You got your degree from an EU or EEA country. 2. You got your degree from outside of the EU or EEA. Valvira, National Supervisory Authority for Welfare and Health, is the center responsible for evaluating your documents and degree. You have to send them your documents. You must send your documents to Valvira. Let's learn the procedure that doctors from EU or EEA member states must follow. For the first step, you must complete the application form, gather the documents, and then send them for recognition. The application form is provided in two languages, Finnish and Swedish. You can find the link from the link in the description. Remember that you must complete a separate application form if you want to practice any other profession besides a doctor in Finland. Then you must gather the supporting documents. These are the list of documents you need to collect. Number 1, identification and nationality document, ID card or passport. Number 2, degree certificate. 3. The certificate that indicates you have the right to practice a medical profession in your home country. It cannot be older than 3 months ago at the time of application. Number 4. Certificate issued by a competent authority. It must state that your professional qualification fulfill the requirements of Directive 2005/36/EC. Number 5. Translation of your documents into Finnish, Swedish or English. If you complete the translation in Finland, it must be issued by an authorized translator in Finland. You can find a list of them from the link in the description. The translation office must be verified in the EU or EEA if not in Finland. Number 6 is the language proficiency certificate. You need to submit a language proficiency certificate in Finnish or Swedish. There are various ways to prove your language fluency. The two of them are Civil Service Language Proficiency Certificate and the National Certificate of Language Proficiency. Some conditions exempt you from a language fluency test. These are these conditions. 1. You have finished a Finnish high school. 2. You have a certificate from a Finnish upper secondary school. 3. You have a certificate that says you have finished courses in Finnish or Swedish. 4. You have a certificate that says that you have finished a Finnish or Swedish vocational qualification. 5. You have a certificate that you have completed studies in Finnish or Swedish for civil servants at university. Number 6. You have a document from your employer that says you are fluent in Finnish or Swedish. This was the list of supporting documents, but it's not a defined or complete list of the documents, and Valvira might ask for further supporting documents. You have to send your application to Valvira postal address. You should remember Remember that Valvira will not return any of your documents and will not make a copy of them. You should keep a copy for your documents for yourself. Valvira will begin processing your application after receiving all of your documents. The processing time is about 3 months. Yes, 3 months. You have to pay a fee for the application process as well. Check the refund policy, as you have to pay even if your application gets rejected. You should check the fee with Valvira, as it's different for each stage of the decision and the application. If Valvira approves your application, you can move to Finland and begin working as a doctor. Now let's get to the procedure that applicants from non-EU or EEA countries must follow. First, you must send your documents and requirements to Valvira for assessment or recognition. This is a list of the documents you have to send them. One is the application form. You can find it from the link in the description. Number 2, a copy of your ID card or passport. Number 3, a copy of your degree certificate. If you cannot submit this document, you need to submit an explanation letter that explains the reason. Number 4, a certificate from the competent authority in which you have worked as a doctor or physician. It cannot be older than 3 months ago at the time of application. It must clarify that you have the right to work as a doctor and you have not been rejected or restricted. Number 5, translation. If your documents are not in English, Swedish or Finnish, you must have them translated into one of these languages by a verified translation office. Number 6, language proficiency certificate. You need to submit a language proficiency certificate in Finnish or Swedish. There are various ways to prove your language fluency. The two of them are Civil Servant Language Proficiency Certificate and National Certificate of Language Proficiency. Some conditions exempt you from a language fluency test. I explained these conditions for EU applicants. You can go back and listen to review them. This was a list of supporting documents, but it's not a defined or complete list of the documents, and Valvira could ask for further supporting documents. You should remember that the Valvira will not return any of your documents and won't make copies of them. So if you need your copies, you should make and keep one for yourself. Your original documents must be legalized in the country you received and it completed your residency. You must use the apostille or grand legalization procedure. The person who signs the degree or certificate, his or her position and the right to sign it must be verified. If you cannot get the legalized version of your documents, you need to submit an official email address for the educational institution so Valvira can verify your degree. The copies of the documents you submit must be verified copies of the documents. You need to send your documents to Valvira email address. If you want to send confidential information, you must send it through secure email. You can find more information about secure mail from the link in the description. After Valvira assesses your application and recognizes your degree, you can start the internship in Finland. Valvira requires you to pass the internship and you have to complete it. If you take the internship before Valvira accepts your application, it is invalid and Valvira doesn't accept it. You must take the internship after they recognize your degree. You must take the internship in a Finnish hospital or clinic maintained by the public body. The job description and the internship you will take must be according to the Valvira internship requirements and Finnish medical students. You can also take an internship in a fully outsourced service or an enterprise owned by one or more local authorities. But the internship in these centers must be considered with the Finnish training for your medical profession. You can take a medical research period as the internship, but it cannot be any longer than 2 months. The duration of your internship must be at least 6 months. Yes, 6 months. But it's Valvira that decides the duration of your internship to be longer or shorter. If you want your internship accepted, you must serve it for 3 years before taking the clinical examination. If the internship is in part-times, it must be 1 year, 18 hours per week. If it's full-time, it must be 6 months, at least 30 hours per week. It's possible to complete your internship in different locations, but you need a letter from your employer that approves each internship location. According to Valvira, these items are not accepted as internship. 1. Serving as a volunteer employee. 2. Undergoing a general introduction to Finnish working life integration training. It's your responsibility to find an internship for yourself. Valvira has nothing to do with it. You must contact the hospitals or clinics or visit them in person to arrange your internship. There is no need to take permission from Valvira to pass your internship. Remember that you must pass your internship in Finnish or Swedish. During the internship, you are not a healthcare professional or doctor, so you cannot treat patients on your own. You must work under the supervision of a verified doctor. After you pass the internship period, you must take a test with the University of Tampere. It's obligatory for all the doctors who have received their degree outside of the EU or EEA. Also, you must submit a language proficiency certificate. There are 3 parts to this exam: clinical examination, examination of the Finnish healthcare system, practical patient care examination. You must pass the examination in the order I explained. They are in Finnish or Swedish. You can visit the Valvira website for further information about the exam. If it's the first time you take the exam, you must sign up for a practical patient care examination. You have to submit a Finnish or Swedish language proficiency certificate, and the required least level is YKI4 or B2. To sign up for the exam, you have to complete the registration form and submit it, allowing 1. A report on a language proficiency, 2. A statement from your internship supervisory assessing your performance. After you pass the exam, the university will grant you a certificate. Visit the university website to learn about the available dates and get more information. After you complete the exam, Valvira might grant you a limited license. It will permit you to work as a doctor, but with limited authority and under the supervision of a supervisor or a doctor. After working with the limited license, you can apply for legislation. It permits you to work as an independent doctor. You must complete an application form and a statement from your employer that you have passed your internship or limited license practice period. You might have to submit further documents. Ask Valvira about the requirements. Alright then, this is all you should know to become a doctor in Finland. If you have questions, write them down in the comment section. The Visa Library team will answer them. Before you leave, make sure to like this video, hit the bell, and don't forget to get the free PDF file from the link in the description. You should also follow us on Instagram and Facebook to get the latest visa news and updates. Stay tuned for more videos and updates. Thank you all for watching.